Hey everyone, I'm Deanna Corby with Deanna Corby Dressage. I'm a dressage trainer, instructor, competition judge, and USDF bronze medalist. Thanks so much for joining me again today. I have received a lot of requests from you guys to elaborate on the rider position, especially how to fix the chair seat, the dreaded chair seat position. If you missed that video on when I was talking about the chair seat position and why it's a problem, I'll be sure to link that below in the description. So anyway, I have a few tricks of how to fix the chair seat position. The first little trick is when your horse is at the standstill and you're sitting in your chair seat position, what you can do is lean down and give your horse a hug. So I'm going to ask Nicole to lean down and give Nico a big hug. When that happens, her leg goes back a little bit anyway, and then the idea is when she sits back up that her leg pretty much stay in that same kind of position, so that her leg is underneath her body rather than out in front of her, kind of in a chair seat position. When you ride, it's important that your leg is underneath your body so that you can have the best balance possible, because the better you're balanced, the better your horse is balanced, and then the better you can communicate with your horse and be more clear. So the hug is kind of a trick to get your leg under your body. The next tool I have in correcting rider position is called Wing Victory, and this is a tool that I got from my trainer years ago. It can be done in the halt, the walk, trot, or canter depending on your current ability. So what the Wing Victory is we're going to have Nicole put her heels back and sort of down into my hand, and I'm going to have Nicole grab the horse's mane. She's going to stand up into my hand a little bit away from the saddle, and she's going to find her own self-balance when I take my hand away, so that she is standing up on her own. And when she gets really good, she can even let go of the mane and find her balance. So your leg has to be under your body, and you have to push your hips and your belly forward. The only way this is going to work, the only way she can stand up, is if her leg is under her body. Otherwise, watch this, boom, right back into the saddle and in the chair seat position. So you can practice Wing Victory in the halt, walk, trot, canter, and the whole idea is that the only way for you to stand up is if your leg is under your body. If you can't stand up the way I showed you, even with holding on to the mane, that means your leg is too far forward. When you're riding, another visual I use with my students is that it should kind of feel like you are ready to do some gardening. Okay, what do I mean by that? If we were to take Nicole's foot out of the stirrup and ask her, let's just chop off the bottom of her leg. Now her kneecap is pointed straight down to the ground, and it kind of looks like she could kneel down into the sand and do some gardening. So now I'm going to give her the lower half of her leg back, and the whole idea is that her legs stay under her body and that her thigh is pretty much going perpendicular with the ground. So gardener's knees is what I talk about when having your leg under your body and kind of your thigh going straight down. So those are great tools to work on improving your position, you're fixing the chair seat position. But honestly, the best way to fix your position is to have lunge lessons. So you need a very safe horse, you need a trainer, educated trainer to help you with your lunge lessons so that you can find your own self-balance, that you can ride without stirrups, that you can just hold on to the pommel and work on your position. I have a video here that I'll show you of Nicole and I doing a lunge lesson. So I'm going to let you check that out here. So you could see in the lunge lesson, Nicole and I did a couple of different exercises to work on her leg position, making sure that it's under her body. First, I think we did the bicycle, or that's what I call it anyway. The point of the bicycle is to have your leg move from the hip joint. You don't want to just move your lower leg. You want to move your entire leg from the hip joint. So, Nicole, if you could demonstrate sort of the bicycle movement. Yeah, exactly. Great. The other exercise we did are what I call scissor kicks. Again, moving your entire leg from your hip joint so that your leg goes fully back and forth slowly, and with control. So these type of exercises will help you find your own self-balance and get out of that dreaded chair seat position. Also, a little tip, all of my students, I have them hold on to the pommel or the bucking strap. Just be sure that when you do that, when you're in your lunge lesson holding on to the pommel, that you never push your palms down on the saddle, because that will push your butt away from the saddle. You want to use your fingers to pull yourself into the saddle. That way you can use your legs freely and do these exercises. There's so many different exercises that we can do in lunge lessons. There are just so many. But in the video that I showed you, we did the 2 leg exercises, and also we did airplane, which is when the rider takes the arms straight out like that and just tries to open up the chest. That's something Nicole and I work on sometimes with, her in particular. And windmills. We do one arm at a time, big circle, stuff like that. So there are a ton of different exercises. They're all really good to help you find your own independent balance. And that is the whole idea in riding, so that you can communicate to your horse better. Anyway, I hope that helped you guys learn how to improve your chair seat position, get into a better position in general. Thanks so much for joining me again today. Be sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.